Hey everyone, I'm Chris and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day so far, and today I'm going to share with you my story of how I migrated to New Zealand. So it all started back in 2010 when my sister was starting to process her papers to come to New Zealand, and she was asking me to go with her. And at the time, I knew nothing about New Zealand. I didn't know where it was. I knew where Australia was. I knew it was close to Australia. And the only thing that I really knew about New Zealand was that there were more sheep in this country than there are humans. So, in my mind, I imagined living in the countryside, having a quiet life, and being a city girl. I lived in the city my entire life. That just wasn't appealing to me. So in 2011, my sister Beverly flew to New Zealand, and one by one, my sisters were doing their own thing. Like my oldest sister, she was becoming a doctor, she was married, so she was out of the house. My sister Beverly, she was in New Zealand, and my other sister was getting married. So the time finally came wherein I've reached a point in my life wherein I wanted change, and more I wanted to go to New Zealand because my sister had been here for quite some time and I've been talking to her, and so I knew more about New Zealand and I was getting excited. So it was 2012 when I finally started processing my papers. So the very first thing that they asked for is to pass the English exam, which was the IELTS, because Philippines is considered a non-English speaking country, so you need to do the English exam. It took about a year for mailing the requirements, talking to Immigration New Zealand, getting all the stuff sorted. So the other thing that I needed to do was find a school so that I could do a bridging course. So the bridging course essentially is a test to determine if you are competent to work as a nurse in New Zealand, because that's what I wanted to do. I still wanted to practice nursing in New Zealand. But for other people who aren't nurses, they do the work holiday visa, and that's a whole another thing. So finally in 2013, the time came when I flew to New Zealand, and I had to pack my entire life in one big suitcase, and it was the best thing I ever did in my entire life. I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't taken that leap. So in 2013, the very first city I went to was Dunedin. It's a small city. It's mostly inhabited by a student population because of Otago University, and that's where I went. I also went to Otago University. After passing the bridging course, I went to Wellington for a job interview, and I got that interview because I have a friend who works there. I feel like that's the only reason why, that's the biggest reason why I got that job interview. So thanks, Belle. She doesn't watch, I don't think she watches my videos, but thank you anyway, I'm really grateful. So after spending, I think 2 weeks in Wellington, I went to Auckland to live with my sister. I stayed there for a month, and that was the time that I was waiting for my nursing registration, because that thing takes time. And also that time I sent my resume to everyone, to all the hospital I could find online, because that's what you do, you find a job. So I'm just going to give you a timeline for anyone who's interested in migrating to New Zealand. So after getting a job offer, I eventually got that job offer from Wellington as an operating room nurse. So after getting a job offer, you can apply for a working visa. And after 1 year of getting the working visa, you can apply for your residency. And after 2 years of getting your residency, you can apply for permanent residency. And after 2 years of getting your permanent residency, you can apply for citizenship. So I think it's a total of 6 years, more or less, give or take. I've been here for 4 years now, and like I said earlier, it's the best decision that I ever made in my life. And I think the biggest change for me would be how I view material things. So there's just something about packing up your entire life in one 23 kg suitcase that you realize you don't need a lot of stuff. while I was packing, I was thinking to myself that there's so many things that I would leave behind that I wanted to take with me because I couldn't. You just can't fit it in a 23 kg suitcase. And now, thinking about it, I don't even know what those things were. They weren't important, they're not important to me now, and they're not essential in living a happy life. So I'm just going to end the story right here. I hope you enjoy that. I hope it motivates you to take that leap of faith, because I know it's scary, it is frightening, but after making all those uncomfortable decisions, it's gonna be all worth it in the end. So thank you guys so much for listening. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so that you'll know when I'll upload the next video. Feel free to ask me anything about migrating to New Zealand, and I'll see you guys next time.
You can't wait on other people to be what you've been called to be. You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dreams.